It's time for a little staycation. Our anniversary was right around the corner, so we decided to take a little trip to celebrate, and we went to one of our favorite places, which is the Big Blue Resort. We've been here once before, that was last Valentine's Day, and we honestly enjoyed it so much, so we decided to come back. The environment is just so serene and peaceful, and it's by the water. I love the beach, so it was the perfect little getaway. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't the best. It was raining all morning, but thankfully the rain stopped just before we got here. So it was very windy, but we still enjoyed it so much. After spending some time by the beach, we went back to have a quick lunch, and then we were finally able to check into our room. The room is pretty standard. It has everything you could need. And after that, we decided to do some activities. So we got changed and we decided to try kayaking. This was both of our first times, and I was kind of scared, but it went really well. When that was over, we decided to ride some bicycles on the beach. Riding bikes on the sand is actually so much harder than it looks. And then I had to show Raheem that, I used to play basketball back in the day. Anyways, we headed into the pool, but not for long because it was so cold since it was so windy. And finally, it was time for dinner. The food was so good, and we're literally the only guests there. So we just enjoyed the whole place ourselves, and we decided to go watch the waves at night, which was so beautiful. I think this was probably my favorite thing to do, just listening to the waves, feeling the ocean breeze. It was basically like a rom-com, honestly. Then we took a walk around, and that was basically it for our night. The next morning, we woke up so early. I'm sure you can tell by our faces, we were so tired. But we wanted to get as much done as possible before we had to leave. So we had breakfast, but unfortunately it wasn't a buffet since we were the only people there. And then we went back to get changed and headed to the beach. Honestly, all we could really do was walk around a bit and take some pictures because the tide had risen so much that the beach was basically non-existent. All in all, it was a perfect getaway to just relax, unwind, and let go of all the stress.